So a new mobile game was revealed this week. It's called Warcraft Arclight Mobile, and essentially it's a Warcraft-themed Clash Royale tower defense hybrid. You've got lanes, units, and spells to summon, and the whole strategy revolves around kind of placing and timing things properly. Now, normally this isn't something that would even show up on my radar, as mobile games are not typically in my wheelhouse of interest, nor do I tend to cover them here. But this is of particular note because it's the latest game from Blizzard, a company who I not only grew up playing their games from the original Diablo, StarCraft, and Warcraft in the mid-90s, to World of Warcraft taking up a good chunk of my life from 2004 to 2009 or so. But then also in 2010, it was covering and talking about Blizzard games that launched my YouTube channel, which for better or worse has been my job ever since. And all along that path, Blizzard games have played a role. StarCraft 2, Diablo 3, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, and Overwatch are all games that I enjoyed and played a lot of, and also that I made videos about here on the channel. Suffice it to say, the experiences Blizzard as a company have made has had a non-insignificant impact on my life. So yeah, any news about Blizzard pertaining to Blizzard is bound to catch my attention, and it probably always will. So Blizzard's next big project. It is a mobile title with Warcraft theming that combines elements of Clash Royale and tower defense games. Now I'm gonna make a few assumptions here, so stick with me for just a moment. I'm going to assume that they will almost certainly be selling individual heroes along with powerful spells, and they'll have the ability to upgrade both of those that will be tied behind some resource that you'll probably in some fashion be able to purchase. And there may likely even be some form of time gating or an energy mechanic that you'll be able to spend money to skip. They'll probably also sell skins for their different units. They will sell some sort of battle pass. Maybe they'll sell map packs or extensions to the single player campaign. They could even sell some additional dungeons and raids. I mean, we could keep going on and on. Judging by the presentation and their decision to, knowingly or not, associate the game with one of the earliest forms of video game microtransactions, the arcade, I suspect these assumptions about how Warcraft Arclight Mobile is going to be monetized, plus or minus a few specific details, is likely to be entirely correct. Now, for those reasons, combined with the fact that mobile gaming, generally speaking, isn't really my thing, I suspect that I won't be playing this game for more than an afternoon or two, just enough to like see what it is and know what it's all about, which is such a far cry from literally every other game Blizzard has ever released. And I mean that quite literally. Like, besides their first titles pre the original Diablo, I have played every single one of Blizzard's games for hundreds of hours each. Every Diablo game, every Warcraft game, including World of Warcraft, every StarCraft game, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, Overwatch, everything, hundreds of hours in each of them. Which means that Warcraft Arclight Mobile will be the first Blizzard release in over 25 years that I have zero interest in. And why is that? Well, simply put, this game is not meant for me, and that is clear. They're not targeting me in making and releasing this game. Even as the company's design philosophies and monetization models have shifted over the years, Blizzard did remain a studio that made games I found very appealing. And in some instances, like, they still do. After all, Diablo 4 is still in the pipeline, and I'm super keen on seeing that. And I also can't help but be curious and will check out whatever World of Warcraft is doing next. I mean, I'm nearly 20 years into the game at this point. We are way beyond sunk cost fallacy. It is just a part of me. Like, it is, I am embedded with the World of Warcraft, like it or not. So Blizzard is still creating games that I want to play. It's just that they're also simultaneously now making games that I have negative interest in. They are branching out into an entirely different audience and marketing to people who aren't me. And that's fine. But also, they aren't they anymore. What I mean by that is Blizzard of the mid-1990s is not the same as Blizzard of the early 2000s, the 2010s, 2010s or Blizzard of today. They have changed many times over, that is undeniable. And at this point, even me pointing that out feels a little bit trite. Like, we get it, it's not Blizzard. But I want to be clear here, this is not meant to be a video saying, oh no, Blizzard isn't Blizzard anymore, they've changed, because we all understand that. I mean, we can acknowledge that, and I would say it goes without saying. But I guess my main point is that, like, watching the reveal of this game and all of the conversation surrounding it, so much supporting it, but also against it, and talking about how Blizzard has changed so much, and I can't believe they're making these games. It's just been interesting to me because it does really feel like a pretty big tipping point for the company and its audience. Like, Blizzard's future direction, the sort of games that they're making and who they're making them for, it's no longer just for us ancients who grew up with Diablo, StarCraft, and Warcraft. I mean, there have been many instances over, say, the last 10 years that you could point to as being signs of this. But I think now, more than ever, the reveal of a mobile exclusive game that's trying to cash in on Warcraft nostalgia, that will also no doubt be full of monetization, all manner of monetization associated with mobile games, this has really driven things home. In a lot of ways, I kind of feel like we're witnessing Blizzard 3.0, and this is not even accounting for the myriad of Blizzard's legal and moral issues, the lawsuits for harassment, the toxic work environment, unfair labor practices, but just the fact that they're taking like clear steps in a new direction. That alone, I would say, leaves the future of the company up in the air. And I don't mean to say like I suspect Blizzard is going to dissolve or that the company is going to disappear at any point. And I don't even mean to say like they're going to stop making money or being successful. No, in fact, if anything, pushing into mobile is bound to make them even more financially successful than they have been in recent years. This is a massive market that for relatively low development cost has games that can rake in huge amounts of money. I just don't necessarily agree with the approach that they're taking and the way this monetization takes place, but then also just the style of the game. It's not appealing to me. I guess what I do mean to say is that Blizzard is actively looking to engage and pull in a new audience. Now, there will be some crossover. I have no doubt that there are people who have played Blizzard games in the past who are also very interested in this and who really genuinely enjoy mobile gaming. But I think the reveal of this game made it patently clear to me that they're looking for fresh blood outside of what has been the company's core audience for some 25 years now. Now, I know this was a whole lot of words to say Blizzard is making a mobile game that I personally don't care much for, but I think for all of the reasons that I mentioned at the top, I'm invested. I am interested. Blizzard has been a part of my life, various aspects, my casual entertainment, leisure activity life, but also my professional life. Like, I'm undeniably like intertwined with Blizzard's in points of my personal life and my career. I cannot untangle the reality of that history. And so I think it's for that reason that I was so invested and interested in what they're doing and how they're changing and everything that's been going on with the company. And I know I haven't really made a lot of videos talking about it, talking about all of the issues that Blizzard has been having and talking about a lot of their recent things, but I just felt like this was worth taking the time to express some of my thoughts on the matter of the company and their future. And also, this isn't meant to be a video bashing on mobile gaming. I want that to be pretty clear as well. And that's maybe what's also so disappointing, is that I think they could have made a phone game that I would enjoy. In a lot of ways, Hearthstone was sort of that. Heroes of the Storm could have been that, honestly. That is a game that could work on mobile, and there have been mobile games that I've genuinely enjoyed. The auto chess mobile games, I played a ton of that Dota one and really enjoyed it. Like, it was fun. I was entertained and having a good time, and I can't say that for most mobile games, but there have been some that then has been the case. So I could see myself having a mobile game from Blizzard that I would like to play and be interested in. But my first take from what they've shown, this just isn't it. It looks to be basically a Blizzard Warcraft themed overlay on some of the worst aspects of mobile gaming. And I know we don't have all the details about the monetization, but the style of this game and the way they're presenting it, the structure of it, it all is perfectly in line with some of the most predatory styles of mobile games out there, and that's disappointing. And it also isn't in line with a game that that I could just see myself genuinely playing and having fun with. But like I said, partway through here, this is clearly not a game for me, but I have no doubt there are many, many, many people who will play and enjoy it, and maybe that will be steps into the world of Blizzard and their IPs and their games, and almost certainly it is going to make Blizzard a ton of money. Diablo Immortal and now this game will make Blizzard a ton of money. I don't doubt that. I guess I just hope that they use some of that to keep making games that I am interested in. Or not, you know, there's no shortage of games, but also my interest in Blizzard as a company and tracking the future of whatever they're going to be and whatever direction they're going in, that's not going to go away either. So expect me to always touch on this stuff eventually. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.